Work on data speaks for land desertification in China, I believe. Okay, welcome. Okay, thank
you. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group A. I'm Cherry. This is my groupmate, Lucas, Lemon, Kirili, and Ashley. Our topic is land desertification. Next. We have 4 parts, and the first is the main cause and what is desertification. Second, influence of desertification and how to prevent and reverse desertification, and the conclusion. Next. We know that desertification is a type of land degradation in which a relative dry land region becomes increasingly arid, typically losing its body of water, as well as vegetation and wildlife. We know the red color is the desert area, means the 已经是沙漠了. The yellow color is the vulnerable to desertification, means they will easy to become the desert areas. The green color is the invulnerable areas, means that will not become the desert area. This is the safe part. Next. Let us see the main cause of soil degradation by region in subtropical dryland and other areas. The blue color is the root cause. The cause is overgrazing, 就是过度放牧. This color is the green deforestation, 就是那个过度的砍伐森林. 然后 this color is the horticultural activity, 就是农业. 然后 the yellow color is the overexploitation of vegetation for domestic use, 就是被过度开发. 然后就红色 red is the bio-industrial activity, 就是生物的产业活动. 我们 let's see this area is in Australia. Over 89% is overgrazing in Australia. And Africa is the same. In 57.5% is also the overgrazing. Next. All these causes will make our earth like that. We covered by the yellow and the green color, and the white color is the slope. Next. This cause is in our China. Human activities is about 95% by human causes, like over cultivation in the swamp, 就是在干燥的地区，然后就过度砍伐，然后 overgrazing stuff, over collection the firewood, and the natural causes only the 5%. Next. This is our China, and all this part will on the north of China in this. So I'll pass the microphone.
And now let me tell you about the influence of desertification. The world's land area is about 149 million square kilometers, which is 29% of the total area of the Earth. But there is about 1/3 of land area is arid, semi-arid, desert land. This means 32% of land area is the desertification area. What we saw just now show us that the situation of desertification is very serious. Then how does the land desertification influence our life? According to the data of UNEP, there are 2.1 billion people live in the desert and dry land, of which 90% are in developing countries. And this situation also shows that desertification is affecting countries' development. Also, desertification is a big problem to the agriculture. About 44% of the world's arable land is dry land. Although it still has 30% of the cultivated crop plants grown on dry land, it has already influenced some harvests.
Desertification is affecting 3.6 billion hectares in the world, which is about 25% total land area on the earth. It means 1/4 of land area on the earth are menaced by desertification. Every year, there are 12 million hectares of land disappeared, which can produce 20 million tons of grain. The annual economic losses caused by desertification and land degradation reaches to 42 billion. If desertification continues spreading in 2050, there will have about 3 million hectares arid area on the earth. Now we will have some example about the countries or areas which are affected deeply by desertification. The first one is the Sahara of Africa. As we know, the situation of desertification of Sahara is the most serious place, but 6,000 years ago, most area of Sahara are steppe and savanna. But nowadays, more than 80% of Sahara are desert and some are steppe. And when we mention about the Sahara, we have to know Sahel. Um, 6,000 years ago, most area of Sahara are steppe and savanna. Steppe is 热带草原 and savanna is 耐旱性森林. And nowadays, more than 80% area of the Sahara is desert and others are steppe. 就是现在是大部分是荒漠和一些干草原。What is Sahel? The Sahel is the semi-arid transition region between the Sahara Desert to the north and the weather region of equatorial Africa to the south. Since 1960, the need to grow more crops. Since 1960, the need to grow more crops, both of export and for local use, has led to expansion of agriculture into areas poorly suited for crops, leading to land degradation in dry years. Sahara Desert is expanding at a rate up to 48 kilometers per year in the Sahel. This chart shows us an increasing rate of the need of growing crops. And let's mention about the causes. Why does the Sahara Desert and Sahel expand so quickly? First one, climate change strongly. The drying of the Sahel in the late 20th century caused widespread demand that attracted worldwide attention. The studies show that climate change strongly influences the Sahel in recent decades. Rainfall variability is a major driver of vulnerability in the Sahel. Over the last half-century, the combined effects of natural causes and human influence has contributed to transform a large proportion of the Sahel into barren land, resulting in the deterioration of the soil and water resources. And the second one is population increase, 人口增长. Population increase is doubling every 20 years. The growth rate of population exceeds the growth rate of food production. The total population is around 2.6 billion. And the third one is poverty. Poverty 就是贫穷。Per capita income varies from 500 year in Burkina Faso to 1,000 year in Mali to 2,000 year in Nigeria. All are estimates for 2007. The area includes 3 of the 4 poorest countries on earth. And the fourth one is overgrazing. Poor farming methods and use of trees and vegetation of firewood. Overgrazing and poor agricultural practice lead to soil erosion, further degrading the land. The fifth one is colonial influence. The sixth one is migration due to political instability and war.
And now we have the second example. The second example is South America. The total land area of South America is 70.84 million square kilometers, in which there is 30% of the total area are reserved area, and 20% are areas at risk. And this picture shows that the change in forest area in 2005. We can see the red color is the loss of forest. We can see in South America had the most loss of forest, even more than Africa. Between 2001 and 2012, the region lost 36 million hectares of forest and grassland and agricultural expansion. Now this holds at least 200 million hectares of degraded land, mostly as a result of unsustainable agricultural practice. Desertification is considered to be the invisible cancer of the earth. South America has the smallest area in every continent, while it is still managed by the desertification. Here is some reasons. The first one is the climate change. According to the data of UNEP, increase of temperature of approximate 1 degree centigrade is in Mesoamerica and South America, increase of temperature and of 0.5 degrees centigrade in Brazil. South America also suffered by the ENSO, 就是那个阿尔尼诺的现象。This climate classification contributed greatly to the suffered by the ENSO during the past 3 decades.
It's better talk to us, not reading the paper. Also, just focus on the main analysis. About the courses, we can just point out. That's all. Okay. We cannot give the real courses. Can you continue because we need to watch the time. I don't know how much time we have.
And here is the final example of China. There is 27.3% of land area in China is destroyed. And more, and
Can you see
about
clearly about that? Yeah, major analysis in numbers.
and 7.3% of the land area is desertification area in China. And there is about 50% area in China is affected by desertification. And here is the rate of desertification in China. We can see that it's increasing since 1960s to 1980s. And here is the causes of desertification in China. We can see the most part is excessive wood collection， 就是过度的生产，and was the cause of desertification.
The best way to deal with desertification is to prevent it. It has been demonstrated in areas where desertification is minor that preventing desertification is much more cost-effective than trying to reserve it. One of the ways to prevent desertification is develop management systems that protect soil from degradation. This problem occurs because of overgrazing, overfarming, and poor irrigation practice that cannot be sustained. Water management is crucial to prevent desertification. This includes management systems to capture water during heavy rainfalls and prevent fertile topsoil from running off with it. Without proper vegetation, wind and water will quickly erode topsoil. Properly maintained vegetation should be required in some places to prevent reduced rainfall caused by decrease in transpiration. The land should not be over-harvested or over-grazed. According to the United States, Mustafa is one of 850 million people, nearly 1/8 of the global population. To raise the awareness of the issue, the United States reserved June 17 as World Day to combat desertification. But behind the rhetoric, it has also been supporting projects to tackle the phenomenon head-on. One of those is Great Green Wall to
Cannot read. Do not read. I said that. Just tell us the main points. Can you please tell us the main points from your notes? Yeah.
She has finished her parts.
Okay. Yeah. 适当时候可以用一点中文，但是要讲清楚，把主要的要点说出来。
And now, because the problem of desertification is very serious, so many countries in the world are going to do some measure to control the desertification. I think the best country of controlling this thing is Israel. And China also do a lot. Although the effect is not very good, they do a lot of new measures to control the desertification. They often use, in English, is use sands to stabilize sands. In Chinese, is 以沙制沙. They put the sands in a big container and they put them one by one. And then, no matter how strong the wind is, they wouldn't blow the sand up again. So they could use the sand to stabilize the sands. And one more way is called strong checkerboard barriers. In Chinese, it's 草房格. It's also help a lot to stabilize the sands from blowing up by winds. And as we all know, food is the first necessity of human being, of people. But nowadays in the world, about 800 million people are still living in a condition in famine and hunger. And also, about 40 countries are in this situation. Why? The most the most cause of famine is desertification. And the most cause of desertification is by our human being, like gazing, agriculture, or war, or these kind of things. It's not natural, it's not natural causes. It is caused by ourselves, isn't it? From this picture, we can see that desertification causes huge damage to agriculture. And from the data that have shown by my teammates, we can figure out that nowadays the problem of desertification is very, very serious, especially in Africa. But all the major causes of desertification is made by ourselves, by human beings. So I think if we do a better job, we can prevent it. And once we prevent the desertification, we can produce more food in agriculture to solve the problem in famine or hunger. We can do it by ourselves. Thank you.
Any questions for the group member?
And here is our references. Most of our references are founded. Can I speak in Chinese?
Yeah.
联合国有很多关于那些荒漠化和饥荒的那些资料，很多是在那个地方找的。对，还有一些别的国外的网站。对。
UN, I don't see UN website. Never mind.
有的，可能没有写上。
有一个图 There's one chart when you are talking about maybe Africa. The total area, you have a pie, and then the other part, next one, down. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the total, right? So all those two parts is part of the total. So should not be outside the pie. Should be inside the pie. The total should be at the whole pie. And another pie is the same problem. The following one. Down, another one. Yeah. 后面还有一个pie，也是在下。上哪里还有？我忘了在哪里。可能就是这个吧，可能就是这个。总之还有一个。Okay, so this is something major, okay?